Hey guys, this is Gavin Mountford here from the Networking Superstars and TSA tribe groups. And in this video, I'm going to talk about syndication counters because I know that there's a lot of you out there who just don't know what syndication means for one, certainly don't know how to work the spreadsheet. So I'm going to go through this in a little bit more detail. Once you're logged into the spreadsheet, and in order to get the spreadsheet, if you come on over to the Networking Superstars tribe on Facebook, in the info section click on this link here, or come down here in the side and click on this link. It will open up the TSA and Networking Superstars spreadsheet. Now here in this column, this is the most important column for this video, is the amount of counts that somebody has syndicated somebody's content. Now syndication means getting your message out to as many websites as possible. So let's just say I'd written a blog post on my blog, gavinmountford.com. You come over to my blog and you click on the share button on Facebook. That counts as one syndication. If you click on the retweet button and send it to Twitter, that counts as one syndication. If you make a comment on my blog post, that counts as one syndication. So that is 3 syndications very quickly. Now there's some software and a process that we've set up that over the next few days I'm going to show you how to do this. But there's a place called onlywire.com, or there's another place called Ping FM. Now you may have accounts with either of those, but let's just say I create a blog post and you come over to my blog and you share my blog through OnlyWire. Now what OnlyWire does is it submits my blog to 39 different other websites, which means that when you come over and share my content on my blog with 39 different sites, you get credited 39 syndication counters for that. Now on the spreadsheet, page 1, there's a rundown of the points for each of the counters, and it says if you read a blog post, it's 1 counter. If you leave a comment, it's 1 counter. If you retweet a Twitter post on Twitter, it's 1 counter. If you share on Facebook, it's 1. If you buzz on Google, it's 1. If you dig or stumble, it's 1. And this is all bookmarking sites. If you syndicate and bookmark with OnlyWire, that submits the content to 39 different websites. So again, that would be classed as 39 points. So for each person's blog that you go to, potentially you could get up to 50 syndications per person. Now, as a minimum, you can probably get 39 by pressing 1 button on OnlyWire and submitting your content to all of those websites. And then what happens in the spreadsheet, coming back over to this part, just very quickly, I just wanted to give a shout out to the coolest couple, who are Pat and Lorna Shanks. So thank you very much for providing this. It's a fantastic resource for everybody to work from, and this is your checklist for everybody watching this, so you know how many syndication counters that you that each of the bits of work that you do counts towards. So back over here in this part is, let's say Paul, this week he has done 22 syndications so far. Erica has done 45, and if we scroll down, 263 by Karen, Edward Elliott 179. So they're doing a lot of counters. You know, last week Paul got 1,823 counters, which I think is around about 10 blogs. He's gone over to 10 blogs each day. He's read the content, he's left a comment, he's bookmarked using OnlyWire, he's shared on Facebook, he's liked it on Facebook, and that has added up. And I did a few mini calculations here. If you syndicate 2 people's blogs per day using OnlyWire, which gives 39 syndications per blog, that is 78 syndications or syndication counters per day, which is 390 syndication counters over that week. So that is 2 people per day over 5 days, which is 10 people, and then times that by this amount. Now, what some of the other leaders in the group are doing at the moment, they're syndicating at least 5 people's blogs per day. And if we look at the numbers here, if you syndicate 5 people's blogs per day, that's 5 blogs that you syndicate by 39 counters. If you use just OnlyWire, that equals 195 syndication counters per day. And then if you times that by 5, that equals 975 counters. So you can get to 975 by syndicating 5 people's blogs per day using just OnlyWire. Now, if you leave a comment, if you read the post, if you do some of the other activities that give you some points, and again, come on over to the counters tab here to double check this, then you're going to receive a lot more syndication counters than this. So for Paul here to get 1823, well, that sounds to me like he's done around about 10 blogs per day for 5 days, and he's syndicated with OnlyWire or Ping FM, and he's read the content and left blog posts. So what you need to do, and your job, is to every day you go out and you syndicate the person on that specific day. And I'll be going into more detail of that in another video. When you've changed, let me run down to mine here, and I've just done some syndication counters on mine. So mine got to 64, so you type in the number of the counters every day, so 64 counters I've just done. Now I've typed in that number, which stays in the spreadsheet, and you need to update the spreadsheet yourself every time you syndicate counters. Now this is done on a trust basis, and we trust you guys not to cheat the system, and we do have ways of checking. So use your integrity like you like we all do in this industry, because it's very important that of course, if we find out that you haven't syndicated, if you say you've syndicated 1,000 syndications, and we go and check to see if our posts have been bookmarked, and you didn't bookmark them, then obviously you couldn't have achieved 1,000. So use your integrity, do it correctly, follow the system. If you have any questions, let me know. Update your own counters daily, and once you've changed your counter, click on File, come down here to Save and Close, and click on Save and Close, and that saves the spreadsheet with your counters. Now, if I'm just going to go back into the spreadsheet for a second, scroll down again to my name, and here I am, 64 counters I am at the moment. Be careful when you edit the spreadsheet, only edit your own information. Don't change anything, just make sure you change this column here. That's all you need to edit, nothing else. So again, if you've got any questions, please let me know. Take a little bit of time on this, learn how to do it. Once you've got it down, all you've got to do every day, syndicate 2 people's blog content to OnlyWire, which will then give you 39 counters per week, per person per day. Do that for 2 people per day, and you'll get 390 counters per week. If everybody did that, your traffic would absolutely explode, because we're educating people how to use this correctly, how to syndicate correctly, and how to use the counter system and the point system to get this all set up. So this is Gavin Mountford here from the Networking Superstars and TSA. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.